Hi. So, as you know, I have been writing a dark personalities book, and I want to talk a little bit today about people who are like emotional vampires. And I want to talk a little bit about some things that we can do to protect ourselves. So, there are people out there who are like Dracula, and they want to basically take your energy. And some things that we can do are one, not walk by Dracula's house. Now, again, I'm not saying that you deserve it. If you walk by Dracula's house, now you deserve to have your energy taken. I'm just saying that it's not necessarily a wise thing to do. Another thing is we need to learn how to have good boundaries or cut off the relationship. And a good way to cut off the relationship is to say something along these lines, because you don't want to say, "You're a vampire. You've been getting people to gang up on me. You're a meanie." I mean, that's just not going to go over. Because then they're going to argue with you. You're going to create a whole conflict, a whole fight. You know, when someone says something they don't like, even if it's true, it creates a conflict. I'm going to tell you this. It doesn't work. It's it's why argue with people? Instead, you can say things like, it's apparent that we do not see eye to eye. We're not in agreement. Our lives are different and our lifestyles are different. And I I think we need to go separate ways. And if you feel like it, you can say, "I wish you the best." I would probably encourage you to say, "I wish you the best." I would wait until you're in a headspace where you can do that. But I would say something along the lines of, "I wish you the best." Something along those lines. That's a good way to go. We don't see eye to eye. We're not on the same page. And I think we should part ways. That way you're not accusing the other person. Now, the last thing I would highly recommend, because you really need to not go into that circle with them of being an emotional vampire just like they are, because it can be easy to go into those patterns, is that you go get help, because you're going to need to heal. It's a hard place to be to deal with that. And that would be getting a coach or a counselor or a belonging group. But I also encourage you to pay for that, because you don't want to be draining. Now, if you can't, there's ways that you can volunteer or things that you can do to get help. And I would encourage you to work on that. So these are just some tips and things to talk about and work through. Now, I want to reiterate that it isn't your fault that someone did this. However, it is your responsibility, which is responsibility is the ability to respond on how you handle the situation. Just because they are choosing that doesn't mean you have to choose to participate. I know it sucks. I know it's hard. But you can walk out of it. You can say no, thank you. You can wish them the best. You can have the boundaries. And I think this is really important that we start talking about these things, because especially in this next season, we're going to have more and more and more of this. So on that note, I'll see you next time. Bye for now.